Good morning. We are on Highway 5 right now. We're 20 kilometers north of Kamloops. There's a big lumber mill here. The community is called Heffley Creek. So Heffley Creek, British Columbia. Powered, or diff locks off. Or, yeah, diff locks. Power divider off. Mirror heat on. So unloaded in Kamloops first thing in the morning. Slept in the yard, got up early. Started untarping early, so I was just barely done untarping as they open up. It's like perfect timing. Always a risk with waking up early like that. If it's raining or snowing, you can't untarp. And then of course they store it outside. It is unwrapped, naked plywood, and they store it outside. It's like, why did I have to tarp it? I know why I had to tarp it. To keep the muck off, the mud and the grime. Having said that, plywood should be stored inside. But nonetheless, unloaded in Kamloops first thing in the morning, drove up here, took the wrong entrance into the lumber mill. So I had to do a U-turn and come back up. But I found the spot to make plywood and veneer here. But that's not what I picked up. I picked up the cores, the center part of the tree that the machines can't get to cut the veneer and plywood, make plywood out of it. So I'm transporting cores to Coldstream, which is just east of Vernon. I got a feeling I'm going to load at Lavington and head to Katera. So today's Wednesday. Deliver Katera on Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. Roads in the morning were very slippery, but they're nice now. Yeah, I couldn't do speed limit on this earlier in the morning. I heard lots of sirens while I was unloading in Kamloops too. I did check my washer fluid yesterday. I had lots in there. I was right to the top. So, no issues there. Eating a granola bar. I don't know, feel like a good morning. I spent yesterday evening going through the truck. There's still lots that needs to be sorted. I'm like, this one I would take it out of the truck, but I'll have to ask Jess. So reorganized all the cabinets. I'm like, most of the truck is out of here anyway, so I threw everything in the lower bunk. I'm like, if I don't get to it, I'm gonna sleep in the upper bunk. We're all good. And then I just started going one cabinet at a time, cleared it out and reorganized it and filled it back in. So threw a couple of bags full of stuff out. I'm like, oh, I've never used that, and it's garbage, not worth bringing back home. And then I've got some stuff bagged. I'm like, we'll bring that home and leave it at home, where it's more useful than in the truck. I've got a lot of winter gear that I don't need, I haven't used at all yet, but I'm going to keep in here just in case I get like a northern Saskatchewan run or something, right? Last thing I need is a minus 40 day in northern Saskatchewan and not be prepared for. Quite a cloudy, overcast day today, isn't it? Does look like the sun's hitting the valley over here, so maybe we'll get some sun. That'd be nice. Little pullout, good to know. Probably says no overnight car parking or camping, but the law allows semi-drivers, if we can't find another safe spot to stop, we are allowed to stop in there and sleep. I usually try to avoid places like that, but every now and then you've got a plan. I'm like, I'm gonna get to this location, sleep there, and something happens and you're running a little bit too far behind that you can't quite make it there without running out of hours. And in that case, I'll sleep in a place where it says I can't, or I'm not allowed to sleep. Definitely some sunshine up ahead. Nice. We won't have to drive through Kamloops. We can kind of stay on the bottom here without going up the hill. Kamloops is all up to the right hand side here with the fog and stuff. You can't really see it, but it's a pretty darn big city. Let's turn our engine brakes on. It's not slippery here, so I'm slowing down enough. Just hoping for a green light. There it is. Oh, he is actually fully loaded. I thought he was empty. I know where he's headed. He came from, likely from Edmonton, and he's delivering here in Kamloops. At first, when he loaded me, I was definitely way too heavy on my drives. So he pulled the bundle off, and found a bundle that was a bit smaller. I'm like, it doesn't look that much smaller, but he knows what he's doing. I was just barely underweight now, so it's like, okay, cool. So my drives are near my max, I think. It's parked slightly downhill. So I think I'm actually a little bit light on my drives. I'm gonna guess I'm at 16 on my drives, and then my bridge is definitely under, probably 19, and my pup is probably 14. Just a guess. And if I was worried, I could punch in the numbers and get the exact, within a couple of 100 kilograms, I could get my exact weight, because I know the PSIs with my truck, my trailers, I know exactly where I can be. Should never be the time I pull into a scale and I not know how heavy I am. No, it's some kind of training car equipment on top of a drop deck. Nice to be back on the road. I mean, I was on the road, but have stuff to organize the way I want them. Now, having said that, I would have been fine staying in a Kenworth or a Peterbilt if that was a layout I wanted with the 2 bunks. Not that picky. I do prefer the Cummins because it makes life much better. But it wouldn't have been a deal breaker. It just, I wasn't fully moving into the truck. I knew I only was in it for a few days. And a few days, and a few more days here, and a few more days on that truck, and then in that truck. So you can never move in and get comfortable and organize the stuff the way you want. Now moving back in here, like I was saying, I was reorganizing everything. It felt good to clean house a bit, organize the stuff. Jess says she wants to come in here on the weekend and go through the stuff that I've put to the side that I don't know about. Speed limit reduces here somewhere. Still at 90. That's blinding light off the highway.
Right to Valley View Road, then turn right.
Still 90. This guy's definitely not doing 90. I can put got sunglasses on. I know you guys can't.
Keep right to Valley View Road, then turn right. Turn right on Valley View Road. In 600 meters, take the ramp on the right to Highway 97 South toward Vernon.
Nice. Nobody coming.
In 400 meters, take the ramp on the right to Highway 97 South toward Vernon.
Here I could go straight or loop around.
Take the ramp on
If ever there's a long lineup on one or the other, just take the other one. We both can get us back to the main highway. This is a better loop though. Nice again, nobody coming again. There we go, now we're on Highway 1.
Continue on Highway 1.
Right, gotta turn cruise control on over there first. There's no parking and no stopping signs all over here. It's like there's a Wendy's there. Like, could I stop there in the future? But there's signs everywhere that we're not allowed to. That's a shame. See, these guys are definitely faster than me, lighter than me, but just because I have momentum, it's such a big difference. Likely they're both going to pass me here soon. Yep, we got a light here ahead. Great. I was hoping it'd be a little longer before they would. Looks like down here we could park, so down here we could get to the A&W. I don't like going fast food, but I'm always looking for places I could park. Not sure how I would get into those roads. Do not look trucker friendly at all. Yeah, they're gonna have the momentum over me now. So we'll see if they take the opportunity. Arrow's going to. Always take the opportunity. Even if we leapfrog each other, always take the opportunity to keep the momentum. He's going to be turning off here at Kokanee Way, a couple of kilometers down the road. Run a few of those loads myself. One of those places that says no passengers unless the passenger comes in and does a full orientation as well. Very strict safety rules at the place to pick up and deliver, especially the pickup place. Very strict rules. See, if he got a red light now, I'd be slowing down earlier and I would have the momentum again. I'm surprised the two van trucks didn't take the opportunity. Well, unfortunately, I've got a red light. See a little bit of blue sky up there? Put my sunglasses away for now. It's going to be green as I stop, isn't it? They're stopping already. Come on. It's confused because of the train. Because there's a train coming. So it's keeping it red for us longer because of the train to make sure anybody on the tracks can clear the tracks and get out of the way. No, I think he's missing a pup. Driving down the road with just a lead on. I've had to do that a couple times. Because every now and then you go into a yard where you don't want both trailers. Bit of an aggressive move there, but okay. Bison, why? Bison. No, that's a CN. CN. There's nobody beside him. He's got momentum. He just slows right down behind me. Always take the momentum. Stick with it. That's the last red light. One thing I really liked on the Peterbilt and the Kenworth was when you set cruise control, it told you what speed you had set the cruise control to. Here you gotta guess, kind of let it settle down and go, okay, what speed am I going? Am I going too fast or too slow? I didn't see the 100-kilometer sign, but I know for a fact we're in the 100-kilometer sign or section, because it says 80 on the other side back there. Well, maybe the sign got knocked down, or I just missed it. If you guys saw it, let me know. Subway there. There's no way of getting a Super B in there. I stop at Subways quite a bit if I have to choose a fast food joint. But like I said, most of the time I'm making food in the truck. Last night I warmed up pizza. For lunch I did have fast food. I went to Burger King. There was a Burger King right there when I was switching trucks. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm like, wait, there's a Burger King right there. Didn't have to make food. Just run across the street, get a Burger King, and continue switching everything in the trucks. But I don't go to fast food often. I prefer not to. The day before I warmed up some spaghetti and meatballs, brought that from home. I think I had pizza there as well for supper. Spaghetti and meatballs for lunch, pizza for supper. I should arrive right around lunchtime to the unload spot. So I gotta think about what do I want for lunch today. I'm really hankering. I don't have any beef in the truck. I would really like some beans and beef. Ground up beef with beans, crackers. That would go over really well. Yeah, let's see if we can spot that yellow Aero truck. It's probably way ahead of us by now, but we would have turned off at the next exit here. And then drive along the side road that's on the right hand side, a little way off the road. So they've blocked off half the parking area again. That's obnoxious. So much parking here when that's not blocked off. See him anywhere. He might be here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I saw him. I see him there, right? He's coming towards us. He's on the little side road there. I don't know if you guys can see him, but right on this little road right here. Yep. He's going to unload at that foundry, I guess. Not sure what they all make there, but they definitely melt steel or iron or whatever. Oh boy. Someone crashed there. Looked like there were quite a few vehicles that had pulled over and checked on it, but that was a pet dog carrier. It was like a big dog carrier. I hope the dog wasn't in there when that went into the ditch. It looked like a lot of people had stopped there by the tracks on the road and then checked the dog carrier to make sure there's no pet in it. So confident that there's no pet in there. I know if I was in my pickup, I would be pulling over and looking, but by the time I have this slowed down, we're so far past it. I have a feeling it was just laying in the back of a pickup, empty, no dog in it, and the wind caught it and blew it out. So if there had been a dog in it, it would have been heavy enough and it would have stayed in the vehicle. So that's my assumption. I think it's a pretty safe, logical assumption. All right, let's find Highway 97. I guess technically we're on Highway 97 right now. For a little bit, Highway 5, 97, and Highway 1, basically through Kamloops, are all the same highway. A lot of lines into the ditches. When it was snowing here last weekend, there must have been some serious slippery roads. And even like today morning, I said the roads were very, very slippery, just like black ice type of slippery. Sutco live floor. Live floor, as in the floor itself moves. The floor is alive. That way you can just back into anything, start up the floor belt, I guess. It's this big hydraulic belt that... What are you doing here, van? A little swervy? Slow down, stay behind them. Should turn off soon, so race this train. There's some good graffiti on there. Yeah, some good art. Good art. This van is slow because of the aero truck in front of them. Aero trucks are all speed restricted to 95 kilometers an hour. Oh. Logging truck. Silly cars trying to pass me. No, I say no. I don't know if they're actually trying to pass me, but they stayed right beside the police car. Right beside the police car. The police car couldn't have opened his door without this car taking the door off.
In 1.5 kilometers, take exit 399 on the right to Highway 97
such a disrespectful
south.
move. So disrespectful. Such a dangerous job. Tow truck drivers, fire trucks, police. So dangerous when you have cars coming that close to you. For no reason, so much room. When you don't have an option, you slow right down to 40 kilometers and then go right by them. But it's a freeway like this. Move over.
Take exit 399 on the right
Let's start the climb. What are you doing, Cube Van? Not sure why he's so far on the shoulder. Yeah, it's unbelievable how long I can keep up with them. I lose all my momentum here, but no front plate.
Continue on Highway 97.
Alberta. No. Yeah, Alberta. Yeah, Alberta. I guess they don't know about the slow down, move over law. We also have a law we're not allowed to drive in the hammer lane unless we're actively passing someone. Climb, baby, climb. See some pretty good scratch marks on here. There's some more there. You can definitely see the semis that have spun out and scratched their way up with chains. Oh yeah, lots of scratch marks. Ah, looks clear here. You always know where the steepest section is by the scratch marks from semis. I can see little bit scratches here and there, but not the big ones. And I'll be honest, all my years of driving, never even saw them. I'm sure I saw them, but they didn't register as what they were. They were just imperfections in the highway. Never saw them. Paid no attention to the scratch marks. As soon as I started driving, my first winter, wherever I was spinning out, I'm like, oh, I know where those lines match up. If you see two potholes side by side, often 4 potholes, 2 pairs side by side. It's like, yep, the semi spun out there, and the semi driver just put chains on and kept digging and tore the pavement right up. It's dumb. If you've got chains on and all you are doing is spinning on location, don't spin right through the pavement. Just stop and call for a tow truck. You're not going to get moving. If you're spinning and you're still making forward motion, go nuts. Keep digging. But the second you can't move anymore, don't make big potholes in the road and destroy your chains and tires. But you see it every now and then where someone just kept spinning in the same hole. It's like, it's not helping you any. No reason to dig up the pavement. That's the brake check for going down into Kamloops. Still have some climbing left, but the steepest section is done. distracted. Ooh. For some reason I got a yawn there. These corners can really catch you off guard too. If you're coming downhill and you're heavy, you don't realize that you got some sharp corners coming. All of a sudden you're hard in the brake. It's one thing nice about the GPS. I don't really need it for directions, and I know where I'm going and where I'm headed and all that stuff. The GPS is just kind of handy to go, how sharp is this corner again? Oh yeah, it's a pretty sharp corner. Okay, slow her down. Or around this blind corner, no issues, but right after that there's a hairpin. Okay. Roadsides won't tell you about the hairpin behind the nice slow sweeping corner. Oh, I see a train way up there. On the right hand side, up in the just after the field where the trees start, there's a train up there. Moving pretty darn slow. He's climbing hard as well. There we go. Well guys, I'm gonna pull over at the next pull out, do a load secure, make sure all my straps have stayed nice and tight. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe. A lot more of you guys watching are subscribers. I was always at 15%, I'm at 19% subscribers now. So if you're watching this, hit that subscribe. 19% of you guys are subscribers, so thank you for that. You guys absolutely rock. Really appreciate it. I will do a giveaway again when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'll do $500 again. Depends on how much money I can spare. But I'll definitely do a giveaway again. 1,000 subscribers live on the weekend. So hit that subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 and we'll give away Steam gift cards again. And remember, slow down, move over for any kind of flashing lights. Yellow flashing lights, red or blue. Slow down, move over. You guys rock.